Welcome to our new video of CapCut. In this lesson, we are going to learn about TikTok video edit. In this lesson, I'm going to show you everything what you need to know about how you should make your TikTok video edits. And there are a couple of different trends every time according to time. So without any further ado, let's just hop onto the lesson by opening up CapCut on our device. As you can see from my screen that I have opened up CapCut. Now the first thing which I have to do is going to be creating up myself a new project. Now as I have myself my new project, what I'm going to do is going to be importing the medias which I need to use. Now with this whole lesson, I'm going to be attaching my resource files, which you'll be able to use to make your workflow a lot more easier and make your work a lot more easier too. So I'm going to click on import, and there we go. Over here, I'm going to import and open all of them. Go off import again, and there we go. So we have all of these files over here, but I'm going to do is going to be using only 3 of these. So I'm going to do is take them, drag it, or drag all of them into my timeline panel. So there we go. We have it on my timeline panel. What I'm going to do is going to be importing or resizing the videos of however I need it to be. So what I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to drag this, timeline header and increase the time or increase the size of each and every one of them. Let's have a look. Let's play it out. Hello there. I'm going to resize or adjust the time on each and every one of these so you don't have to worry about it. And then on the last one, I'm also going to be taking this up to a whole different level. So as I have all of them, what I'm going to do is going to drag this playhead, and I'm going to do is going to be keeping it over here. Cut out the right part. Cut out up till this part. And the last one, I need it to be over here. There we go. Now I'm going to do is going to be removing this part. Now I can see that I have adjustable 3 of these clips. Now obviously you can apply in more scenes if you actually need it to be. So if you want to do that, you can apply in more. Let's say I'm going to do is apply another track over here. I'm going to use this play header to check how it looks like. There we go. I'm going to keep it on the center. And I'm going to do is just remove the parts on the right. So we have 4 of these medias, and now the main thing is going to be about the changes or the transitions, because TikTok is going to be something media based or entertainment based. So however, your media or your content looks more attractive, you're going to get more audience. You're going to get more views. So what I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to apply in a fade, splash, and shake effect. Okay, now how do I do that? So follow these steps. First things first is that click on any one of them, go off the transition. Now on the transitions, what I'm going to do is going to be applying our fade first. Now you can see we have overlay, camera, blur, each and every one of them. So find out fade in effect. Okay, you can do that. Go up to glitch or discomfort or distortion, slide. There are a couple of them over here. But first thing what I'm going to do is going to be finding up for my fade in. So you can also do it from over here. You can apply a bit of fade in effects. You can go off to, speed, animations, or adjustments. Okay, on this adjustment, I'm going to apply in this fade in effects. So here we have our fade in effects. Now what I'm going to do is going to be fixing our duration. So you can see over here, this line is going to help me to adjust the time of the animation. Now I'm going to do is going to be on our out. I'm also going to be applying my outer or fade out effect. Click on that to remove the part out. And I'm going to do is going to be clicking on fade out. There we go. So we have it. And then over here, I'm going to apply a bit of shake effect. So I'm going to go off the transition, on this camera or overlay, I'm going to do is find out that shake, whichever one I need. Can see this is what I need. I'm going to apply it over here in the center. There we go. And I'm also going to be applying a bit of flash or white flash over here. So I'm going to do is just download that. I'm also going to apply that in between. There we go. I can see this is how it looks like. So I'm going to do is just reduce the duration. Let's take a look. See how this looks like. I'm going to keep it 0.1. Over here looks quite good. And then I'm going to do is going to be applying a bit of animation. And I want a bit of shake on it. So I'm going to go off the transition. And here I have vertical blur. I'm going to apply it right over here. On this one, I'm going to press on Ctrl Z if I did any mistake. So let's take a look. Okay, this looks quite good enough. This is what I need. I'm going to increase the size of this, and I'm going to do is just take it. If you can, just make sure to apply in an adjustment layer and apply the transition. You can see as I have that, I'm going to do is just apply this, effect over here, or maybe a bit of this vertical blur on this track. So I'm going to do is just click on this and vertical blur. There we go. Okay, let's just apply this white flash over here first. So as I have that, I'm going to apply the same thing on each and every one of them. White flash over here. Last one I'm going to do is also apply in the white flash. Reduce the size. Make sure to keep it, the shortest. There we go. We have all of them. Now what I'm going to do is going to be saving all of them up first. Let's take a look. I'm going to apply in the fade in effect on each and every one of them too. Click on that, animation, fade out, and also a bit of fade in. Same thing over here. There we go. Can see this is how it look like. I'm going to do is just remove a bit of this video so that it just looks a lot more better. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do is just pull this over here. Okay, looks a lot more better. Now, after I have applied each and every one of them, what I'm going to do is just go off adjustments and I'm going to do is just apply myself an adjustment layer. We can apply, click on that, and there we go. We have our adjustment layer. I'm going to do is just make copies of this. There we go. And on each and every one of these adjustment layers, I'm going to do is apply my effect or transition. Click on that transition and do is apply a bit of, current track over here. Or what you can do is just copy this whole thing and apply it. Let's try doing that. I'm going to do is just remove this adjustment layer. And I'm going to do is just copy this, Control C, Control V. There we go. I'm going to reduce the size of this and keep them at the center so that we get that effect. There we go. All of them has been done. I'm going to apply a bit of the shake effect. Apply the same thing on each and every one. There we go. You can see this is how it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is going to be applying a bit of, transparency to this. So I'm going to do is just apply, just customize it in just a bit so that it just, blends up with this whole thing. So I'm going to do is just reduce this transparency. Let's say I'm going to do is just use green. Okay, there we go. We have that flash. Apply the same thing on each and every one. Click on that. Click on screen. Apply the shake which you want to apply on the video. Same thing over here. Fix out. Apply screen. And apply the same thing on the last one. Click on screen and then apply the effect. And we have this inhale or whichever effect you want to apply. So all of them has been done. Let's play it a bit. You can see the shake and also a bit of flash. So there we go. We have all the edits done. Now what I'm going to do is just going to be applying a bit of music to it. So what I'm going to do is you can also apply, whichever music you want to use from over here. You can also extract the audio if you want to. Let's say I'm going to do is just apply a bit of lo-fi hip hop. Apply that. And you can also apply directly on the video. You can see this is how it sounds. Okay, there we go. I'm going to remove the parts out. I'm going to do is just apply in this fade in effect and a bit of fade out effect on the music too. I'm going to do is just find out the exact, beat. There we go. I'm going to detach it. And then I'm going to apply in the transition again. And a bit of white flash on the bottom. There we go. It has been applied. I'm going to apply a bit of text over here. Go off the text, default text. Find your okay. Click on the text. and then change it to whichever effect you want to use. You can see there are a couple of effects. I'm going to do is just use this, or maybe use this. Okay, just find whichever looks quite good with your whole video. And you can also apply a bit of animation on it. I'm going to apply a bit of loop. Apply a bit of animation. Stroke fill, or maybe a bit of, this one. So there we go. Now if I check the whole thing, you can see the resolution now. You can see the changes which I've made. So this is what will look like as your TikTok video. So hope you understood about everything in this lesson on how you'll be able to customize your video the way you need it to be, and also how you'll be able to, edit your TikTok videos on CapCut. So thank you for watching this video up till the very end. If you still have any question or any confusion about any part of the lesson, feel free to ask me. I'm always there to help you. So without any further ado, let's just hop on to our next lesson of CapCut.